Take one eccentric Bangladeshi car designer, attach a very straight-talking Cockney car mechanic,
Take a rubber up! Mechanics will bury you!
supply them with hardly any tools,
This is all you've got.
and a very knackered 30-year-old Toyota Sprinter,
It looks a piece of
and end up with the most unlikely of results. The ultimate supercar. Meet Lipu. He's the developing world's answer to Enzo Ferrari.
Ferrari is Ferrari, Lipo is Lipo.
Lipu takes cars like this and turns them into this, using nothing but sheet metal, old hammers and Bangladeshi wind tunnels. He's a driven creative genius who lets nothing stand in his way.
You stupid people! Listen to me!
Now meet Bernie. He lives a world away from Lipu. Bernie works on some of the most expensive cars in the world. Like most mechanics in the UK, Bernie no longer fixes broken parts. He just bins them and gets onto his suppliers.
I want to know where my parts are now, okay? Bye.
Lipu's a brilliant designer but a terrible mechanic.
This is difficult.
So he's invited Bernie to Bangladesh to help him make cars that don't just look like supercars but perform like them too.
They look great. That's why I want to get out there and see what he's got. I want to live it again.
Bernie, how are you? Nice to meet you. Welcome to Bangladesh.
As Bernie tries to take in his new surroundings, Lipu tells him he plans to build a supercar for the Bangladeshi International Car Show in just 1 month.
In a month? Why? You crazy?
I know.
You crazy? You're going to do it in 1 month?
Yes, I'm
My
crazy. I'm going to do it in
God.
1 month because I have to attend the festival of automobile.
If Lipu said you can do it in a month, well, that takes some bloody doing.
Experienced person like him beside me definitely is going to give me a big boost.
This is where you create everything.
Yeah. Have some little bit of tools here.
Flat P, my God, I haven't seen one of those for years. This is all you've got to create the cars you've got.
I'd rather use these instead of using all the high-tech tools.
Yeah.
These are easier.
You've got 1 month to do it, let's get going.
Let's go get the car.
After you.
Lipu is taking Bernie to Mahakali, the car-breaking district of Dhaka. He's looking for the right type of car to transform into his new supercar. Lipu never draws his designs. He keeps his plans in his head, so he won't know what he wants till he finds it. Finally, after 4 hours, Lipu sees a banger he thinks he can work with. But Bernie's not so sure.
Looks a bit of a state.
What do you think about this car, Bernie?
Realistically, one honest opinion, it looks a piece of You really feel you can work with it?
Ah, yes.
Although Lipu's convinced he's got what he wants, there's still the small issue of the price.
How much does he want then? How much?
250,000.
Don't squeeze my balls.
That's £2,100.
Come on,
He's crazy, he's crazy.
You having a laugh? The car is a piece of junk. An absolute piece of junk. How much to an Englishman?
2 lakhs. 200,000. He's coming down.
That's £1,600.
I mean, I would have just walked past it and thrown a fag in. I thought it was a bloody dustbin.
150,000. Okay, deal.
Bargain! Just £1,200 for a 30-year-old Toyota Sprinter.
Yeah.
You'd have to pay me to take the bloody thing away.
I'm happy that at least I found the car.
Not surprisingly, the bargain banger won't start.
Total mayhem. I've never seen so many people.
So it has to be transported to Lipu's workshop, Bangla style. The banger is to be reborn in Lipu's very simple workshop.
Hope to God we haven't made a bloody mistake.
Straight.
I tell you something, it looks worse in here than it did outside.
Look at me.
Show me what you're going to do.
So, take the fender out, the hood out, the door out. All right, let's go.
With less than 4 weeks to go before the show, they must strip the car immediately to see how much work needs to be done on the chassis.
Everything done by hand the way it should be.
With the car on its side, Bernie's worst fears are confirmed.
This is...
Look at that. It's rotten as a pear. Absolutely rotten.
This is going to eat up my time.
I've seen bad. I have never ever seen anything like that.
Despite the state of the chassis, Lipu and Bernie must leave it to the workers to try and repair the rust. The duo has a long list of parts they need to buy, everything from sheet metal to shock absorbers. Before Lipu can do anything, he needs to find wheel rims for the car. Without them, he can't lower the suspension or chop the roof.
That's the one you like? Yeah, that's it.
So that's done. They have the same. So
Oh,
just check.
hallelujah.
Back at the workshop, Lipu's team is struggling to repair the rust on the chassis.
I will give you a reasonable price.
A reasonable. What do you call reasonable?
38,000 only.
Can't hear you, I'm sorry, my hearing's going. Huh?
Okay, I can hear you. 38,000.
I'm sorry. Hello? Well, originally he wanted 38. Lipo said no, 30.
30,000.
And the guy says, okay, you've been a good long-standing client, I'll do it at 34.
34,000.
Lipo put 32,000 on the counter,
Nah, no more, no more, no more.
and that's it. It's roughly about £300 odd. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, you probably spend double that in the UK.
As the day draws to a close, Lipu's workers are still chopping back the rust, while our duo continue to pound the streets of Dakar.
Yes.
After buying parts in a power cut,
Never ever bought shock absorbers by candlelight. It's very, very romantic.
they need to find metal. They're worried that the market will be
They got the
closed.
metal. I'm hoping. Have they got it? Oh, this is the gauge you want?
I'm taking two different types of thickness of sheet metal.
Yeah. You need stability for the floor,
This
but
thing,
flexibility for the actual body shell.
Lipu is going to panel beat the entire body of the car out of flat sheet metal using nothing but hammers.
You have to mold them, cut them, weld them, shape them, beat them. Then the design will come alive. Looks good, you know?
Quite honestly, I came in this morning with a little bit of apprehension because obviously the amount of rust really that was on the car. And what I can see at the moment, they've done an absolutely first-class job. They have to work with their hands. You wouldn't get that in the UK. You get the guy complaining every 2 minutes and going have a damn cup of tea.
With the rust sorted, the performance can begin. Lipu has a unique approach to designing cars. He doesn't put anything on paper. He projects his designs directly onto the car.
He's putting himself into it. And it's all sort of this bit. It's just like Bruce Lee used to do years ago. You don't know whether he's a ballerina or a designer.
Just get into the design to get it out.